Undercover Blues. Chuck Finley here, and tonight we have an interview with a special guest, and he's been on the show before. That's right, I'm talking about Toronzo Cannon, the original bus-driving blues man from Chicago. He's got a new release out called Shut Up and Play. Let's give a warm welcome to Toronzo Cannon. Welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, Toronzo, now that I'm talking to you. Now, I'm just going to get right to this because I love this release. Tell us about Shut Up and Play, because I'm a big fan and I like what I hear, and on this show it's all about the artist.
Yeah, it's kind of like a diary of the last 5 years of my life. You know, there's one song that I kind of think outside the box, but the other songs are kind of like what's been going on with me post divorce, if you can say that.
Yeah, I could kind of tell, because I mean, it's similar but different from your other releases. I mean, you come straight from the heart, straight from the gut. Now, what strikes me as very unique is the album cover. Now, you've got tape on your mouth on the album cover. Has anybody ever tried to limit your writing over the years? No. Sometimes when you might express yourself about today's politics or today's certain things, some fans will tell you to stick to the music, which means basically shut up and play. Laura Ingraham told the basketball players to shut up and dribble. They don't want to hear anything about taxpaying citizens, concerns about the country that we live in. So yeah. that was my song of just, okay, I'm going to shut up and play, but you're going to hear these lyrics. If you can feel it better inside the lyrics, then okay, I'm going to shut up and play, but you're going to hear these lyrics. I think some people, they don't like infidelity, but they love to hear infidelity in a blues song. Yeah. Well, it's part of the blues. It's your tradition,
Well, it's life. It's all life. And when you're, when they're banning books of African American themes, and when they're, kind of taking away rights to vote and voter suppression and things like that, that's blues also. Mm-hmm. So we, as an artist, I have to say these things, especially if it's concerning my life and my daughter's life, and and things like that, and my grandchildren's life. It's like, so yeah, I have to write these songs. But if we can't talk about it, then I'll just put it in the song. Maybe it's the delivery.
Yeah, I mean, I personally like it because your lyrics, they telling a story, okay? And I think it's what with some people anyway, when they go to a show, they want to be entertained. They want to hear the story. They love the story, but as long as it doesn't overtake the music, so to speak,
Yeah.
But, you do that very well. You do that very, very well. And I'm listening to this. I'm like, yeah, man, he's getting his point across, and he's doing it in an entertaining way. And, he always does it right. It's just a fantastic thing. Your music, translates very well, and you get your message across while still entertaining people. And I can respect that. It's just the message is clear, but it's not overwhelming. It makes people think, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, is again, I think these messages have to be written about, because, there's enough songs of My Woman Left Me and things like that, so, there has to be a diversity in the blues writing.
Yeah. Now, we're just going to take a quick little musical break here, and we're going to hear some of Toronzo's fantastic new release. Trust me, you're going to love it, and we will be back. And we're back.
Chuck Finley, Undercover Blues. Now, we were just talking to Toronzo and about his music, and there was one particular track that really, really got to me. It's Message to My Daughter. Now, and I know many people that have been divorced, so it's a resonant thing. Now, is that based on life experience?
Oh yes. There was to me that was supposed to be my last kind of like will and testament to my daughter if things wasn't repaired in our relationship.
Yeah.
I understand. It was difficult for her, which it should be. Difficult for any child when their parents split. And I had to acknowledge that in the song. I had to rewrite the ending because we are repaired now. The relationship has been repaired. She's living with me again today. So she's graduating today from DePaul University, and she's been living with me for the past year and a half now. And we're great. But I had to change the ending of the song because the original song, she was supposed to be looking down at my grave and like recounting this song or this letter that I wrote.
Wow.
So that was the original. Yeah, that was the original intent for that song.
Yeah, I mean, man, that is such a powerful thing. I mean, I've been there, done that with one of my own parents, and a long time after.
Yeah.
I didn't visit the grave until I was about 30, and it took that long to just get it out of my system. And that's a beautiful thing, yeah. Toronzo. And by the way, congratulations to both you and your daughter.
Thank you. There was some that thought this song was too personal for me to put on my album. So I'm like, is that not what you want to hear from your blues artist or writers, or something that might again resonate with someone else?
Yeah.
I'm not the only one having that experience, but they thought it was too personal for me to put on my album, and I just thought that was not cool at all to even think that, because a bluesman is supposed to, or a writer of songs, is supposed to get in touch with their feelings, and hopefully again it resonates with someone in the audience.
Exactly.
And the fact that America has 52% divorce rate, I'm sure I'm not the only one that's going through this or went through this.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that for more than you know. Now, Toronzo, this is one of my favorite parts of the interview, okay? I want you to shamelessly self-promote and tell us where we can find your music, your social media, and where people can get tickets for your shows.
Yeah, hey, you can Google ToronzoCannon.com. It's just like it sounds, Toronzo Cannon with 2 N's. Alligator Records. You can go there and find me. I'm very Googleable, as they say, I Shut Up and Play is new. Please consider buying an album or a CD, because I would like to be on the Billboard charts for one time, to see how it feels.
Man, it's always good to be on the top. At least you just want to be king for a day,
Yeah, somewhere around there. You know what I mean? I want to see how it feels to show my mom. It's like, see, I told you I won't be a heathen for the rest of my life.
I love it, Toronzo. I love it. I want to thank you, Toronzo, for being on the show, especially on a day like today. And like I said, congratulations to your daughter. And,
thank you.
Thank you. You have a great day, Toronzo.
You too, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Undercover Blues, only the best entertainment and music around. Well, because we do it right.